Choice is a powerful thing, yet most men spend their lives limiting them. What we'll find is that usually men will make a few choices early on in their lives about the kind of lifestyle that they want to live, the lifestyle that they want to create, the legacy that they want to build, and then they'll forget all about the power of change, and that if something isn't working for them, they can choose to do something else. Take a moment to look around. How many unhappy, unhealthy, unfulfilled men do you know? How many of those men are just kind of accepting that it is what it is and aren't prepared to do anything about it? Because what we find later on is this kind of complacent attitude proves costly, and as these men age, the weight of their regrets becomes a heavy burden to carry with them throughout their lives. And if I paraphrase Newton's first law of motion, it says that an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion will continue unless it's acted upon by an external force. And the typical external forces we see acting upon complacent men nowadays, the things that kind of give them the jolt and get them off autopilot, tend to be kind of significant life events. They can be things such as divorce, can be a kind of a career or business failure, a health scare, a midlife crisis, even a birthday with a 0 in it. But what's important to recognize here is that the difference between these men, perhaps you're one of them, and what Newton references as an object is that you don't need to be acted upon in order to change. All you have to do instead is simply choose to change, to make a decision, to disrupt the status quo that you've created in your life and start creating something else. But most men won't or don't do this. But do you really want to be most men? As the years pass you by, do you really want to get to a stage in your 40s or early 50s and think, how the did I end up here? I suspect that's not the case. And for you, what you need to do at this point is to recognize that powerful change doesn't always require powerful change. Instead, what it requires is some subtle shifts. It requires you to choose to let go of that complacent, comfortable life that you might have created, and instead, it requires you to choose to consciously put yourself back out there, to re-energize yourself, to find that sense of purpose and passion, to live with an assertive and intentional manner. And if you don't want to be one of these men, you need to choose what you want instead. You need to recognize that the comfort zone that you've constructed is anything but comfortable. And if you're not happy where you are, you need to choose to change. Please don't be complacent.